what is a part of the roofing job. And so there's some challenges that roofers face. One way to overcome that is to have highly professional, as we're going to talk about, highly professional uh, social content. So today we're going to talk about that, how to use eye-catching professional images and graphics, how to create variety and to limit post blindness. And we'll talk about what post blindness is. How to use branding with your logo, your URL, your phone number to heighten awareness of your company everywhere that those social content gets shared. How to be consistent with your posting so that it shows that you are constantly engaged in your business. How to use hashtags to promote tracking. How to use engaging fonts and color schemes. There's a way to do that really makes your content look better. How to repurpose your content for other social platforms. There's a certain way to package what you're doing in your social content so that you can use it on multiple platforms without having to redo it, without having to resize it, without having to change it. And then how to use content to sell your services without selling, and more and more. So we're gonna get into that. My name's Dean Renfro. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer of your marketing doctor, and we're here to help your business leverage your time, your energy, your resources so that you can do what you do because we get to do what we do. And that just grows, I think, both your bottom line and grows your image to the folks that are constantly checking you out online. So let's jump right in. The first one is use catching professional images and graphics. Notice the picture in this graphic. It is a professional shot. It is not something you just looked up on the internet and grabbed and said, oh, we like that, we're going to use it. What businesses don't often realize is just because it's on the internet does not mean it's free. Many times those images are copyrighted, and more times than not, they are licensed. So basically, when you go and grab somebody else's content, or you do a Google search and you like a picture that Google Images shows up, and you just grab it and use it, you are stealing somebody else's content, and it is against the law. It's a finable offense. I mean, people can press charges for you using that. So you don't want to get embarrassed by that. You want to use professional images and graphics. Now, there are a lot of professional images and graphics out there that are free by the millions. But how do you find the right one? Is that really what you want your people, your staff doing? Is that really what they've got time to be doing? Is going through hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pictures, thinking they know what the best picture is to use, the one that's going to speak to somebody and tell them what you need to say? I don't think that's what you really hired those people for, but that's what professional photographers and professional graphic people know how to do. They have an eye, they have a library, if you please, of things that they know works. You also want to use what we call a variety of posts to be able to limit post blindness. If you post the same thing every time, even if it's a video of doing a roof, people get used to seeing it and they just, oh, I know what they're just showing a roof they put on and they don't even watch it. Or, oh, every time I go there and look on their page, they're talking about a sales pitch and trying to pitch a new product or pitch a new service. I'm not ready for that. I don't need that. They don't ever have any variety. I can't learn anything about their company through their posts or the product or the service. And so we want to encourage you to understand using variety is important. You don't want to use the same picture over and over and over and over again. You don't want to use the same type of medium to present your product over and over and over again. It causes what's called post blindness. You also want to use branding to heighten awareness. Notice the logo in this image up in the corner. Everywhere this image would get shared, this logo would stay with it. Not only does it protect that logo from the competition using it, it also gives the business an opportunity to get spread around as people share it and people come back to them because of the logo that's there. Also notice how this graphic is clean. It's both a professional and it's what we call a graphic word box is used on it. It creates a great image and speaks professionalism all over it, because most people know that the common person They may be good at a lot of things, but most people aren't graphic artists. They wouldn't know how to do that, to give attention to the detail, to the shadows, and to the cut through on the graphic. They wouldn't necessarily know how to do that unless they were a professional. It lifts the image of your business. How would you like to find out that you're getting jobs just because your social media content was more professional than your competition? Maybe the price was about the same, but your face forward, your public facing online content screamed professional, professional, professional. That's what this kind of posting can do for you, this kind of graphic. Also, you want to use engaging fonts and color schemes. Notice the color scheme. We've got a white writing, but it's outlined in blue and it's got a shadow. Notice the blue in the middle stands out. Call a pro. You're the pro. You want them to call you. And then notice the other content on the page is in a different color. And then notice the graphic with the shadow. Notice how all of that flows together in a scheme with both the font and the colors. That's important. It catches people's eye. It screams professionalism. Notice how you can use content to sell your services without selling. Again, here's one of those professional images with a shadow box put on it with the sales script without saying you're selling them. Get a quality roofing quote from a trusted roofer. That's selling yourself. That's a nod. That's a yes before the yes that you're creating by using content and graphics to do that. Also, you want to use a series approach or a themed post approach to create the comeback. I'm going to come back. Okay, look, this is a series. Benefits, not benefit, but benefits of proper roofing installation. Oh, there's more. I should come back and find them. And then it lays it out in a very high professional graphic branded to this company. Oh, by the way, I had permission to use these people's content. And so, don't think I stole it, but I didn't. I had permission to use their logos and their graphics. Use the series approach. And that might be on tips or on some things we're going to see, like educating people and that kind of thing. You also want to use hashtags in the blurb to promote tracking. You may be thinking, what's a blurb? That's that written piece that goes along with your graphic that's put in the little text box many times on Facebook and Twitter and Pinterest and LinkedIn and Instagram. You can put other information in that content box, that blurb box. You don't want to say the same thing the graphic says. Let the graphic speak for itself. Use the blurb to be able to say something else, but use it too with a hashtag. You may not be familiar with a hashtag, what it is, but a hashtag is searchable. So if you put hashtag roofing tips and you have a whole series of those that's branded to your business, then everywhere that goes, if people were to search for hashtag roofing tips, you'd show up and they'd see the quality of what you're putting out there. They'd see the professionalism of what it's all about. You can use graphics and content to provide education. Notice here's a roofing term simplified education series. And so it talks about some of the common language that's used in the roofing industry. Now, because you're so familiar with the roofing industry, you might tend to think other people know all about it and all the terms. They don't. Don't assume that they do. Educate them. They'll appreciate that when they go to have a conversation about getting their roof replaced. They might even refer to one of your content posts and say, yeah, I saw that on your website and I always wondered whatever it might be. And so you're able to know that the people are using your content to feel more comfortable. You feel trusted. You feel like you are on their side because you have given them content that they appreciate. You can also use humor to provide education. Here's one of those roofing tip posts that uses a little bit of comic humor to communicate education and content. and in some ways is selling people on the idea of what they need to do about their breathability of a roof, the ventilation in a roof, and one of the things that you can talk about. And so that becomes important. Humor is an important part too of what you do in posting. And then you can also use your content in numerous ways. Repurpose it. There's a way to design your graphics and your images and the content on there so that you can create it once and use it on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, Pinterest, without having to do a bunch of manipulation to the graphics and making it all appear unprofessional. So being able to do that is a huge component of helping you be seen everywhere in the same light, with the same professionalism, with the same, wow, these people have it together. And then you want to be consistent. You want to be consistent with your posting. And so when I talk about consistency, how do you get consistent? And how do you use your social media to be consistent? Well, one of the things about being consistent means your material is prepared ahead of time. Your staff is not coming in every morning going, okay, what are we going to post today? Let's see if we can find something. But it's already prepared, already posted, or being posted at the right times. You see, in social media, something you probably don't know, there are what we call featured and premium times to post. That is the most viewed times, because Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn and Twitter and Pinterest and all these other social media platforms track the statistics of when people engage with content. And they tell us as professionals, as people who do this side of it professionally, they tell us this is the best times to post on Facebook and when the most people are going to see your post. This is the best time on Instagram, the best time on Twitter, the best time in LinkedIn. They tell us that. And so it's important to be posting consistently at that. Well, you don't have time, and your staff doesn't have time to sit around and watch the clock for, okay, we're supposed to post today at 10:05 and it's 9:54. Oh, ring, ring. Oh, here's a customer. Oh, wait, what do I do? What do I do? See, being consistent means that you probably need to engage the services of someone who does this and can auto post this for you. Auto post this for you, both the context of the words, the image, and the hashtags all put together and post for you automatically. That's how you be consistent. That's how you have that habit. So let's see, did we answer all the questions that we started in the beginning to say we were going to show you how to use eye-catching professional images and graphics, use a variety to limit post blindness, use branding to heighten awareness, how to be consistent. We just talked about that. How to use hashtags to promote tracking, how to use engaging fonts and color schemes, how to repurpose content for other social platforms, how to use content to sell your services without selling, and some others that we shared here, 11 of them today, to help you be able to go out there and answer that question. How do you build trust, dependability, and grab attention in an industry that is often colored and shaded by scammers and chucks in a truck and people who are less than honest with your roofing industry? Here's how you can be a professional. Again, my name's Dean Renfro. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer at Your Marketing Doctor, and we are here to help you, help your business leverage its time, its energy, and its resources so that you can do what you do by letting us do what we do. If you'd like some help with this or have more questions, you can go to www.socialpostingmachine.com/roofing. Fill out the form there and we'll get back with you and answer any questions that you might have. Thanks again for being with us today. We hope to talk to you soon.